Alrighty, car's back in its favorite spot. Booth is now that much smaller. And ready to sand the doors. I'm going to these are smooth, just sealed. Gonna Scotch Brite these jams, flip the door over, do the 500 dry, 600 or 800, I don't know, whatever I did on the body, I'm gonna do on the doors. And yeah, this thing is still sitting here in 600 drying. Probably start sanding this maybe this weekend, I don't know. I'll probably focus on getting parts painted. The booth is now so small, I will probably just do the two doors at once. Then I'll do the two fenders. Then I'll do the hood and the trunk at once. And then I have the rear valance, this front bumper filler piece, and the taillight, not taillight, marker light, louver things. So there's not small parts, I'll probably just do all those separately. Headlight doors, the two valances, and that two parking light covers. There's always more to do than you remember until you start thinking about it. But doors next. I'd like to get the body buffed before I put the doors on. I don't have to. I could always paint the doors, get those sanded in 600, and then hang those back on the car. But I prefer to buff the car as it is, buff the doors off the car, then put them on. It's just, you gotta wait so long after you spray it before you can buff it. I mean, technically you don't have to, but if you want it to hold out and not die back more, continue drying after you buff it and shrink up and look like you never buffed it, then you have to wait. That's just part of the deal, so. But anyway, it is what it is. As long as this car is out of here this summer sometime. I've pretty much written this summer off as far as any of my cars. I don't even know if I'll get them out because they all have something to do. The Model A needs front brakes. The Ford's got a broken window. I have the window in that box, and I have the window felts. And I need to do that and buff the roof because it died back crazy because it's, you know, metal flake and a bunch of clear on it. This, I guess, technically we could, once some of these parts are out of here, I could do the brakes right here. We'll see. I don't know. I just got to get this Chevelle painted, buffed, assembled. It's got to go. Got to get back on some of my stuff. I think I have to change the oil on everything I have. Chevelle, Ford, Model A, Angels Nova. I know this truck needs an oil change. Lawnmower definitely needs it. Not gonna get it. Anyway, now I'm rambling. I'm gonna get this other door out and get it set up on another stand and maybe scuff the jams. I don't know. Don't know if I'll have enough time. 7 o'clock. Monday evening. I'll keep you updated. And jams are scuffed. Ready to flip over, guide coat, and start sanding with a hard block. I've been thinking while I'm scuffing these, I think I'm gonna get them sprayed. I'll bake them with my lamp. I'll get them to 600 grit. And then I'm gonna put them back on the car. Because I don't have room. Once these are painted, then what am I gonna do with them? Stick them back out there up against the wall? No. So I'll get those back on the car. And then I'll just buff the body with the doors on it. The fenders, I think I'll have to buff off the car because it's gonna make a huge mess trying to buff those when they're on there. So, just, you know, talking to myself, trying to figure out what I'm doing here. I think that'll have to be the plan. Unless I just put the fenders or the doors out in the other garage. I don't know, they're really heavy. I don't really want to carry them anymore. I'd rather just bolt them on, be done with that part. So what I did on these doors is I hard blocked them with 500 dry. And then after that, I mean, I didn't guide coat them because you could see, you know, because it was fresh Sheeler. Hard blocked them with 500 dry, and then I just took the DA with the interface pad at 800 and went over them. And I'm gonna gray Scotch Brite like these areas and stuff, and then I'll just run over the whole thing with a piece of gray Scotch Brite. When I did the car, I did it 500 dry, and I did 600 wet, which is redundant. I mean, it didn't hurt anything, and then I did 800 with the interface pad. So I'm skipping the 600 wet part, just 500 dry, 800 interface. We'll see how that goes. Should be fine, because there's no reason it shouldn't be. So anyway, scuff the door handle areas. A little sand through right there. I'll hit that stuff with a little bomb can etch before base. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I would hit with a little epoxy. Just because I don't want to be responsible for somebody's failures. But anyway, I hit it with the bomb can etch. I don't even, yeah, barely to metal right there. Anyway, do as I say, not as I do type of situation. So anyway, let me just scuff this up real quick. Found a pinhole right here in the middle of the door. Don't forget to fix that. It's very possible, being that I didn't guide coat this after the 500 dry hard block, that there's still some 500 sanding lines in it. But those will show up when I put my first coats of base on. And I sand that down with 1000 grit or 800 anyway before the final base, so not a big deal. Usually my ground coat color fills any mist stuff in just fine. So I should guide coat this and you know, 800 it or something probably. Not gonna. Should have guide coated it. It'll be fine. It was not fine. I'll pretend it's fine, and you'll never know. Alrighty then. Doors are sanded, cleaned off. Look pretty good, except for that one pinhole in the other door. In this one. So, gonna hang these up. I got this deal here to hang them from. It's not long enough to get the doors as far apart from each other as I want. So Jimmy's gonna bring over, he said he has another piece of this. And we're gonna continue it on and put another piece here so I can hang one door here and one down there. Stuff like that. You get the idea. So yeah, that's about it for this batch. I could try to fit some smaller stuff in here, but I'm not gonna. I just want to focus on getting these done, get them baked, and get them cut open. Get them on the car. Get some fenders in here and start sanding. So there we have the doors hung and masked. Got this front bumper filler, whatever you want to call it, set up. And the rear quarter taillight or side marker bezels. Figured I might as well do a couple of parts, being that I have room. Get those out of the way while I'm here. So yeah, get some whatever. I don't remember if I did 2 or 3 coats. I think I did 3 coats, and then denib it, and then the final coats. See how far I get tonight. I at least want to get the ground coat color on. I have to do the denibbing and final coat and clear tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, we got 3 coats of ground color on. The jams are done at this point, ready for clear. Outsides of the doors will get sanded 1500 to knock any dirt nibs down. And then I'll put probably I think 1 wet coat on it, and then heavy on the edges, so probably like 3 coats on the edges. I think that's what I did on the car. And it's dark in here. This lighting design is not ideal. You'd think there'd be enough. Anyway, just letting this flash off, and I'll hit it with the 15. There's light. They're pretty clean, but there's some stuff. There always is.